Roberto Osuna broke out in the majors at the age of 20 and instantly became one of the league's elite relievers. Just 6 years later, with off-the-field issues and injury concerns, he is now out of the majors and pitching in Mexico. So what happened to Roberto Osuna? Will he get another shot in the major leagues? But more importantly, does he deserve one? We will answer that and much more in today's video. Roberto Osuna was signed by the Toronto Blue Jays for $1.5 million in August of 2011 as an international free agent at the age of 16. He spent from 2012 to 2014 in the minors where he dominated at all levels, but he did undergo Tommy John surgery in June of 2013 that kept him sidelined for over a year and delayed his MLB debut. In the spring of 2015, Osuna was a non-roster invite by the Blue Jays, and after a dominant spring training, he was put on the Major League club and made his debut on April 5th, where he became the youngest pitcher in franchise history to appear in a game. His rookie season was outstanding and quite historical, as during the course of the year he set many Blue Jays and American League records. On May 18th, he became the youngest pitcher to win a game in Jays history. On August 7th, he became the youngest player to record an extra inning save. And in October, he became the youngest pitcher in American League history to record a save in the postseason. In just over 8 months, Osuna went from a non-roster invite from the Jays to the Jays closer and one of the best relievers in baseball that season, and overall he finished with a 2.58 ERA and 20 saves. Osuna picked up right where he left off in 2015 and 2016, and on opening day he became the youngest pitcher in MLB history to record a save. Later on during the year, he picked up the 50th save of his career, making him the youngest pitcher in baseball history to reach 50 saves. And during the postseason, he was even more dominant, allowing no runs in 9 innings, and altogether finished 2016 with a 2.68 ERA and 36 saves. 2017 was an odd year looking at the stats for Osuna. Although he still recorded 39 saves, he led the league with 10 blown saves, and his ERA was over 3 for the first time in his career. A look at his advanced stats, however, show he was super unlucky. His FIP was almost 2 points lower than his ERA. His hits per 9 were the same as years prior, and his walks and home runs per 9 were both down compared to the previous years. Despite some unluckiness, he still made the All-Star team for the first time in his career and became the first pitcher in Jays history to record 35 or more saves in back-to-back seasons. Going into 2018, all was good for Osuna, who dominated the league in his first 3 seasons, but things quickly changed for the worst when he was arrested on May 8th for assault on the mother of his child. Major League Baseball investigated Osuna and the case, and just over a month later suspended him 75 games for violating the league's domestic assault policy. Following the 75-game suspension, the Toronto Blue Jays looked into trading Osuna, but no teams were interested outside of the Houston Astros. When a rumor started about a trade between the two teams, Astro fans became upset, and even some front office personnel objected to trade, but the team still went through with it, and on July 30th, they acquired Roberto Osuna from the Toronto Blue Jays. The Astros reinstated Osuna on August 5th, and ironically, he made his debut with the club against his former team, the Blue Jays, in Toronto, where he was heckled with boos. During the final 2 months of the season with the Astros, he recorded 12 saves, and he ended 2018 with a 2.37 ERA and 21 saves. Trying to put all the off-the-field controversy in 2018 behind him, Osuna put together his best season yet in 2019. He led the American League with 38 saves and 56 games finished and had a 2.63 ERA in 65 innings. As of now, 2020 was Osuna's final Major League season, and it was short-lived as he only made 4 appearances before elbow issues ended his season. On October 29, 2020, with a $10 million club option, the Astros placed Osuna on outright waivers, and he became a free agent, and since then has gone unsigned. Looking for another big league opportunity, in March of 2021, Osuna hosted a showcase in front of 10 MLB teams, and despite showing he was healthy, still went unsigned. 2 months after the showcase, Osuna did sign a contract with the team, but not in Major League Baseball, instead in the Mexican League. In 24 2/3 innings during the regular season, he had an ERA just over 1 and recorded 12 saves. Although he has the talent, the future of Ozuna in Major League Baseball is unknown as he is dealing with the repercussions of his domestic assault case in 2018. In terms of production on the field, Ozuna was elite during his time in Major League Baseball, posting a 2.74 ERA, converted 155 saves, and averaged over 30 saves from 2015 to 2019. Off the field, however, is the biggest concern here, but we have seen guys like Odubel Herrera and Domingo Germán receive suspensions of 80 games or more for domestic violence and still get second chances with their teams. Still only 27 years old, you think Ozuna would be deserving of another chance in Major League Baseball, but we'll have to wait and see if that ever happens. His story, though, is just a perfect example of how one incident can ruin your career or life forever.